Hey guys, Collin here at the GoldMember Trading Group. Shooting this video to give you some analysis of what happened today in the market and maybe give you an idea of what could happen tomorrow. Now I want to disclose that this is all my personal opinion from studying the market and watching gold over the past several weeks actually. Proud member of the options power team. In the options power team we mainly focus on trading the commodities such as gold and silver. Now, we've seen the gold and silver kind of do the same thing over time. The markets move in similar directions and patterns over time. Currently, they're kind of doing a little bit something different, and today was a good example. Silver made a nice move down basically the entire day. It did have a little pullback, but from there it just kept moving down. So a little, silver, I guess, does what it's been doing over the past several days is making a move down and continuing that downtrend, which kind of makes you believe everything that goes down must come up, everything that goes up must come down. So maybe we're going to see a big up leg soon. And if you look at silver over months, you can see this downtrend just continuing. So interesting day though in both gold and silver. Not a lot of news going on, not a lot of news, US dollar news going on. So and that's really what we watch out for is the news. So not a lot of news that happened today, but we had some interesting moves in the market. We can see gold started today right around, let's see, I think this is where it started. So the earliest I can get in on Boss Capital is right here, which is midnight. It's 4:37, so this is about 16 hours ago. And we can see it kind of started out around, we'll say 1195, 1194.28, that area. So this candle right here is the midnight candle, and this is the hourly chart for gold. We can see it moved up all the way up to 1201, and this is right at around, this is 4 to 5 o'clock, this nice blue candle, bull candle right here. We can see a nice bear candle following it, the 5 o'clock candle, 5 to 6 o'clock. We can see the start of the move down from that 1201.9. We can see it move down over the next 2 hours all the way to close at 1195. So basically right back where we started at the beginning of the day, right in this kind of trading range that we saw overnight. And whenever you see this trading range, it gives you it gives you some support and resistance areas to work with. So you can usually identify a trading range when this kind of flattens out and you'll see this consolidation area. So we could really take this consolidation area and draw out some support and resistance lines, and I think we'll do just that. So I'm going to add a freehand, so we just say right at the top of this line. No. Say the lowest. I'm just looking for common, places that it's touched and bounced back from, so about right there. Okay, so we have a little trading range to work with, and this is just the overnight period. The market wasn't open for trading at this time. Like I said, the market really opened up on this candle. For me, at Boss Capital at midnight. For most people, it opens up, around, I think it's like 6 o'clock. So it'll be around like right here. But still, it's right around the 1195 area. It's just in that consolidation zone. Now, I wish I would have seen this morning. This is at 2 o'clock in the morning. We can see this candle break out above this trading range that we were seeing overnight, and that's a pretty good indicator that the price is going to start moving up, that it's breaking out from that trading range. If I would have seen this at 2 o'clock, I probably would have taken some calls for end of day. We can see the price ended at, for me, Boss Capital, it expires at noon, so that gives me a 12-hour range to trade. We can see at noon it closed at 12:02. So if I would have taken that call on this breakout of the trading range, would have been a great trade. Would have won about $5 in the money. So definitely use the trading ranges to your advantage when you see this moving average kind of flatten out like this. You can see that consolidation in the price. And a lot of times I think we'll see that just overnight when there's no volume going through the market. So we had kind of this little trading range to work with. Like I said, we saw this little breakout at 2 o'clock in the morning, so 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern, if you are on the East Coast, which I think is 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. So we'll just say 2 o'clock my time. Made that nice little breakout of trading range. And what most people are going to do, the smarter traders are going to wait for a retest of that trading range. So we could have just taken a call for end of day, or we obviously could have taken a 1, 2 hour, 3 hour trade. You'd see if you got in at the close of this candle, 1 hour would have won, 2 hours would have won, 3 hours would have won, 4 hours would have lost, 5 hours would have won. But if you want to be ballsy and take an end of day call right here, that would have been good, just because it broke out of this little trading range that we were in. And then what was interesting is when we made this move back down to 1195, back around where we started, we can see that it used that. See, this is the open, yeah, right here. I mean, it used this area, and I'm going to draw a line right there. I like that area. So this middle yellow line, we can see it started right about there at that 1195.7. It made that move back down, midday, and then it used that area as support. So we can see this, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock it closed here, and then the 7 to 8 o'clock candle, it made a nice move back up right off of that starting area. So that's definitely a strong area in the market, and I'm going to keep this line here over the next several days and see where, see if this comes into play. Now, what we could have also done, and I wish I would have had my chart up at this time. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. I think I was looking for shorter term trades in this area, so I wasn't really paying attention to the hourly chart. But another great indication that this price is going to keep moving up is that we see it come back to this 1195, back into this trading range that we saw overnight, and then it made that nice move back up above the trading range. And again, that would have been another great opportunity to say, hey, broke out of that. It came back, but it broke out again out of that trading range. So it would have been another nice call for end of day right here. That price would have been 1197.8, and again, we ended all the way up here at about 1202. So those both would have been great trades, and I wish I would have seen this. But looking back is always easier, and back testing, it's always easy to say, hey, that would have been a good opportunity. But it really comes down to recognizing these patterns, and obviously, you're risking your own money, so it's a little harder to fire off and take trades. But the more that we see these patterns and become familiar with them, the better results we're going to have as a group and as a team. So here's my prediction for tomorrow, just based off the price action that's happening right now. I have a couple channels drawn in here. I have kind of a longer term bear channel, these two pink lines right here, and you draw your channels in just by taking swing highs and swing lows of the price. So we can see, if we take this low down here and we draw it to this low, two fairly recent lows in the market. Again, this is an hourly chart, and this is back probably 4 days ago, but I mainly take end of day trades with gold and silver, so I like to look on the hourly chart, and I'll even move over to the 2 hour and the 4 hour just to get a better idea of how the market is moving. But we can definitely see this is a nice little channel. It's not an equidistant channel, but it is a channel nonetheless. And then what has also happened today, and again this is the hourly chart, I'm also kind of seeing a shorter term bull channel happening with gold. Okay, and I drew that in just from taking this low down here. Actually, let me extend that out. It's about there. And I drew that in by just taking this high and drawing it to this high up here. Actually, I'll delete these and redraw them so you kind of see my thinking and why I'm drawing these channels. Okay, I'm going to draw first the longer term bear channel. Oops, not need to do that. This is what we want. Draw from there right down to that tip. So these are just two previous highs in the market, areas of resistance. Now remember, when you're drawing a channel, you're basically drawing in their trend line support, their trend line support and resistance areas. Okay, so these yellow lines are horizontal support and resistance. The channel is a trend line support and resistance. So we have that kind of longer term bear channel, these two pink lines. And then we're going to draw in our shorter term bull channel. We use these bull channels, obviously nobody has a crystal ball that can predict the future, so nobody knows exactly what it's going to do. But we use these trend lines as kind of reference points, and we also use the candlestick patterns. I mainly look for the engulfing patterns and the exhaustion candles like hammer candles and shooting stars. This is a good example of a hammer candle. See, it has a really small body but a really long shadow, and that's usually an indication that the price is going to start moving back up. And you can see right here over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 hours it made a decent move up. You get this big bear candle, kind of just some consolidation in here. You got another nice little hammer, not really, more of a doji right here. So this is the most clear hammer candle that I can see. But anyways, we'll draw in our shorter term bear channel, and then I'll talk about my predictions for tomorrow. So again, we just take it from our lows, draw it about right there. No, I do not want an alert. And we take some of the highs, so take that high all the way up to there. No. Alright, so now you can see we have this shorter term bull channel to work with. And I think we're going to stay within this shorter term bull channel. We can see it trying to make a move down. I also like to use this indicator, which is the MACD, just to show the convergence and divergence of the price. Not going to even explain the MACD. If you want an explanation in a tutorial, go over to Investopedia.com. They have information about all of the technical indicators that exist. So, great place to learn about indicators there. Now, my prediction for tomorrow, like I said, I think we're going to stay within this bull channel, especially based on the price action today. You can see it's at the top of this. It's at the top of this, longer-term bear channel, but I really don't see the price. I see the price moving down, and what I actually predict this to do, because we are seeing some bearish divergence on the MACD. We can see the MACD is moving down, but you can see the price is kind of staying the same here. So, price is staying the same across there. But if we draw a line on the MACD, just there to there even, we can see that the price is kind of moving down. It's not the best example, but I think you see what I mean. The MACD is getting lower while the price is staying the same. If you follow this down to here, it's about right here. So we can see MACD moving down, price staying the same, which is bearish divergence. Now I don't think this is going to be it's going to be a big move down. And what usually you see with channels is you see it moving up, down, up, down, up, down. That's what it wants to do when it's inside of a channel. Now, of course, it's not always going to stay in this channel. At one point, it's going to break out. We're going to look for it to retest the channel, and then we're going to look for a new pattern or a new trend. Or we're going to look for new points that it's created on maybe a longer-term channel. Okay, and that's why we have all these, short-term, longer-term channels. And if I scroll back, you'll see even more of these channels that I've drawn. You can see, this is a nice little bear channel that it was in following the Easter weekend. NFP reports did this big gap up, and then you can see after that gap up, it stayed within a nice bear channel. So you can see it broke out of that bear channel, and then, like I said, you usually wait for the retest. So it retested the top of this bear channel, and it used this, what it once used as resistance, it then used as support. And I remember this day because I was trading on it coming back down into the channel, but it just rejected. And I learned my lesson about waiting for the retest. So you can see from there, it's kind of made higher highs. Not really though. You can also, this isn't the best example. But you can see some definite bearish divergence happening at this point as well. The price is getting higher, but the MACD is definitely making lower highs. So price is making higher highs, MACD is making lower highs. That's bearish divergence. But anyways, this is where we are today. My prediction is that we're going to move down to around, let's see, And like I said, I can't get in till this point, which is, see, this 0 o'clock is midnight my time, 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern. It's the earliest I can take an end of day trade for gold and silver, which, I focus on gold. So my prediction is that we're going to see a move down to here. I'm just going to say 1200 because 1200 has been a key area in the market. So I'm going to predict that we move down to 1200 by midnight. So we're going to move down $2.44 in the next 5 hours, hopefully. And then we're going to see a nice move up. And I think on this move up, we are going to get up to 1206, potentially all the way back up here to this last swing high. So, I'm going to say at least 1206, but more like 1207, anywhere from 1208 to 1209. Actually, I'm going to move this line down to 1209, because 1209 has been a key area. We've just seen it rebound. It's used 1209 as resistance many times as of lately. You can see, multiple touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost touches, 5, 6. So it's definitely resisting. The sellers are protecting that price, not letting it go too far above that price. And I think we're going to see another retest of that 1209 in the near future within this bull channel. So like I said, tomorrow we could even move up all the way to 1209. I mean, we've been seeing it. Been seeing the buyers trying to knock out that 1209 area numerous times, and who says they're not going to take another attempt at it? And hell, they could even succeed and bust this thing above 1209. And the high that we saw previously was up to this 1223 area, which happened after that gap up from Easter weekend. It gapped up to around 12. I can't remember. Oh no. So it gapped up to 1215 actually is where it gapped up to. I'll say 1214. So actually I'm going to draw a line at 1214. Let's see. That'll work. See if I can. Okay. Alright. And I think we're going to see that as kind of another, I think if this keeps making a push up, especially off 1200, and this is what I'm going to look for tomorrow. I'm going to look for it to come down to 1200 at around midnight. And then I'm going to look for a big bullish candle on the way up. So we might see some choppiness and some movement back to 1200. And then at midnight, I'm going to look for a big bullish candle. Okay, and if we get that big bullish candle, I'm going to take calls for end of day, because that means that it's respecting, once again, it's respecting this bull channel. And what we see with channels is we see up, top of the channel, bottom of the channel, top of the channel, bottom of the channel, top of the channel. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move up to 1209 tomorrow, following this bullish movement today and working with this pretty clear bull channel that we're in right now. Now, I'm going to keep it in my mind that we do have this longer term bear channel, and it's not a perfect equidistant channel. The lines aren't an equal distance apart at all of these points. You can see it kind of tapering, but we have to keep this bear channel in the back of our minds as we move forward. But if I see it come down to 1200 right around midnight, which is about 5 hours from now, excuse me, my math is off, 7 hours from now, and then I see a nice rejection off the bottom of this channel, the support of this channel, I'm going to look for call or to buy for end of day. Alright, so we'll see what it does in the next 7 hours. Gonna shoot another video again tomorrow, and I'm thinking I'm going to start doing this every day, at least that I'm trading gold, just to give you guys some analysis and possibly, hopefully, help you guys out with your trades the following day. I'm going to come on here and talk about what I think is going to happen the next day, and hopefully I'm right. So thanks for watching this video. Again, this is Collin with the GoldMember Trading Group, a proud member of the Options Power team. If you want to join our team, contact me. You can grab the UOP binary indicator from myself. That'll give you access to the team, to the Options Power team. I'll add you in the Facebook group and get you plugged into the training. And I mean, really, the main benefit of this group is just getting the support from hundreds of other people that are right here with you trading commodities, trading gold and silver. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Stay up to date on my latest analysis of the yellow metal. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day.